Russia with love.
Goldfinger,
Like thunderbolt.
you only live twice.
My name's Bond, James Bond.
We have all the time in the world.
Diamonds are forever.
Live and let die.
My name is Bond, James Bond.
Live and let die.
The man with the golden gun. Like heaven above me. The spy who loved me. Like the moon, raker goes. Your eyes on me. We're an all-time high.
With a view to a kill.
Bond, James Bond.
Got a license to kill with a golden eye.
Name's Bond. James Bond.
Golden eye.
I'll never die. The world is not enough.
I'll die another day.
You know my way.
Another way to die.
Oh, James, James.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
Welcome to the Hollywood Gauntlet.
I want to meet your employer.
How much do you know about fear?
All there is.
Not like this.
We had some very clear-cut plans for the film.
Just look at you, chasing spies.
Together, there were things that we wanted to achieve, and I genuinely feel like we've sort of achieved them, and thankfully many, many more.
England, MI6. She sent you after me knowing you're not ready, knowing you would likely die. Mommy was very bad.
You never know when you're doing any job if it's gonna be approved by the audience or not. But in this one, I knew that we were doing something special.
The two survivors, this is what she made us.
Everybody needs a hobby.
So what's yours?
Resurrection. Bond has always been something incredibly physical in my mind. Sean's movies were dynamic and balletic almost, the way that the violence and the action was done. And I thought I want to be involved with that. I want to be involved with that at every level because it's crucially important. It's what people go to the movie to watch.
So old-fashioned.
And then when I read the script, it felt exactly the right progression for me of where the Bond story had to go.
Take the bloody shot.
Bond. James Bond.
All right, sit down and make yourself comfortable.
From Dr. No to Skyfall, the journey of James Bond and his adventures in Her Majesty's Secret Service reaches Golden Jubilee status with the 23rd film in the continuing saga of Ian Flemming's world-famous spy. On assignment in exotic locations around the world, Agent 007 has thrilled audiences by land, by air, by sea, and by space. But the one location of Mr. Bond's legacy that has remained a secret has always been his previous history. Where did James Bond come from? How does his past come into play to help save his future? It's a brand new world for MI6, and James Bond is going to need all the help he can get. I'm your host, John Jansen. Welcome to the Hollywood Gauntlet. Joining me for this 00 dissection of Skyfall and 50 years at 007 are John Hargrove.
It also plants the seed of the way that M handles her missions, and it's something that's going to definitely keep repeating itself throughout this film.
Michael Stevens.
So smart to bring in someone like Mendes to help set up all these characters.
And Ric Silva.
Ric Silva.
You must be joking.
The year is 2012. The film is James Bond 23. Ian Flemming's James Bond will return in Skyfall. 143 minutes, directed by Sam Mendes, written by Neil Purvis, Robert Wade, and John Logan, starring Daniel Craig, Javier Bardem, Judi Dench, Naomi Harris, Ray Fiennes, Albert Finney, Ben Whishaw, and Bernice Marlowe. So, James Bond number 23, 50 years in the making. Here we are. We have the third Daniel Craig outing. He is now the fourth actor to get to a third film in a James Bond series. Two of the actors never got to the third film, so it's always a unique milestone when an established Bond gets the first two films under his belt. And I've always had a theory about the third Bond film, and I think if you track the history of the series, you can see an explosion by the time Goldfinger came out and Connery's emergence.
If I didn't care more than words can say, if I didn't care.
What else I want to see is at the end of the movie, I want to see James Bond will return in Risico.
There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go but Risico. Your eyes on me. Your eyes on me.
James Bond will return in the Hildebrand rarity. Or the property of a lady.
Property of a lady.
Or 007 in New York.
007 in New York.
Now those are the titles we know Fleming has left behind and they never used, and there's probably a reason why they never got used. They're not the